Alrighty then, welcome to this next video. This is video 2 of my Can I Make £800 in 30 Days Part-Time Driving Uber Eats video series. Bit of a mouthful. I managed to do a couple of shifts. I did a really early shift this morning, which finished at 7 a.m-ish. And that has brought my total earnings up now to 6 deliveries and £60 because the guarantee has started to kick in earlier than I thought. So that guarantee means that if I do 80 deliveries I get 800, but there's also milestones on the way that guarantee you money. So I think 3 was 30 quid, 6 is 60 quid, 9 is 90 quid. So I'm just on the hunt for my 7th delivery now. Sometimes I can switch it on when I'm in and about the village and I'll get one, but I've been doing that for a little bit and I haven't got anything. So I'm just going to try and move to a slightly busier area and see what we can get. It's a really humid day here, so I've got the air conditioning on. I haven't charged my car yet and I've been out in it twice. It's saying I've still got 166 miles left on the clock, which is good. But yeah, so today I've been working for one of my clients. My day job is sort of working for myself as a data analyst slash creative technologist, where I build APIs and cloud infrastructure and do data analysis and all that sexy stuff. So I've been doing some of that today for a client. So yeah, I clocked off my morning shift for Uber Eats at 7 and then started that work. And then I finished at about 4:15. I've also done a bit of video editing today. Put my first video live on YouTube of my first shift, which I didn't get to live stream. Don't think I'm going to get to live stream this one either. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm relatively happy with the editing. You know, I've managed to get some overlays on there, some data trackers. Hopefully the video's not too boring. But yeah, we'll see. You know, I've been testing live streaming and videos on YouTube before I started doing my shifts, and the main views I've been getting is from shorts so far, so I'm hoping to turn the long form content that I posted on YouTube into a few shorts that I can test. So I posted my first video a couple of hours ago, and I think my first short will have just gone live now, and then around 4 p.m. I think I broadcast to Twitch. I did it as a rerun, but I don't know whether I should have done it as a live stream, because I broadcast the video that I put on YouTube to Twitch. It obviously wasn't a live stream, but it wasn't content that was available on Twitch before. So if anyone's got any advice on how to behave with that, let me know. I may broadcast it as live in the future, but so you can't chat to people if you do that unless you're physically on the chat typing. I don't think that's that good an experience for people, so I think rerun might have been the better decision. But yeah, anyway, I've not been able to live stream so far because I bought a second phone, a cheap second phone. Buy cheap, you buy twice as well. I bought a cheap second phone on eBay, which was a Motorola G50 something 5G. I think it's G53 or something like that. And it turns out that it's not compatible with like a dual Wi-Fi antenna, or it doesn't have a dual Wi-Fi antenna, meaning that I can't connect to my DJI to stream. So to get around this, I've got 2 SIM cards going on now. I've got one with unlimited data that I'm currently using on my Uber Eats app, and I've got one with a small amount of data. So to get around this, I'm going to swap my main SIM card around so that I can live stream from my main phone with my unlimited data SIM and still keep my number on that phone. And then I'm going to use my other SIM card with the Motorola to just be the delivery app. Still waiting for the bloody car mounts to come. So you'll notice you're on selfie stick mode again today. I can't believe how long they're taking. I think I ordered them at the beginning of last week. Usually it's 2 to 3 days for stuff like that on eBay, but I don't know if anyone's noticed though. I only noticed it recently because I've been waiting for things, but when you do order things on eBay, it'll say it takes a certain amount of time when you order it, but then after you look at the order, after you've ordered it, it's changed to a range. So let's say I order something today and it's going to come on like the 3rd of August, or it says that on the listing, and I order it, and then actually when I go into the order after I've ordered it, it says, oh no, it's going to come between the 3rd and the 10th, and actually it comes on the 10th. Is that misleading? Because I think it is. Because you've ordered something and it says the delivery date is going to be the 3rd, and it actually turns out it's a week later, which isn't great, especially if you're waiting for stuff to start work, etc. But who knows? I'm going to shut up for a bit now and do a bit of driving. This is the fun bit where it'll get sped up. But yeah, if you watch this video, thank you very much for watching it. Really appreciate that. Just a bit of a reminder of what I'm trying to do. So I'm not earning enough from my freelance work at the minute, so I'm trying to find other areas to make money. Uber Eats is one of them. Uber Eats offer a promotion in my area where if you do a certain number of deliveries in 30 days, they'll guarantee you a minimum amount, and that amount for me is 800 quid for 80 deliveries. So that's what I'm aiming for to do. That's what I'm aiming to do with this series of episodes and live streams. Like I said, I've made 60 so far from 6 deliveries. So yeah, fingers crossed we can do a bit better than that. I'm gonna head down, keep going in this direction. Still not got any deliveries through, which is a bit frustrating. I'm just going to stop here for the bus. Seems to be taking a long time to get anything today. Oh, speak of the devil. There we go. Something's coming.
Yay! Pick up at County of Kippax 60 High Street.
Looks like I'm going to the co-op again. Be the 3rd or 4th time I've been there in 2 days. I think most of my orders have come from the co-op so far, because there's a co-op in the other village that I've been driving around that's also given me a delivery. So out of the 6, I think 4 have been co-op, or maybe 3. So yeah, if you live near a co-op and you're thinking about Uber Eats, might end up working pretty well for you.
On Tatefield Place, then turn left on Tatefield Grove.
It's asking me to go up here, which is a bit strange. A bit of a narrow street, but let's see what it's going to result in. To be careful as well. Hopefully it's a sneaky U-turn for us.
On Tatefield Grove, then turn right on Butt Hill.
It's a nice house. Fingers crossed the view's a little bit better today, because I realised after doing my first video that you could barely see over the dashboard. So I've put you a little bit higher up today. Still using my DJI Action 4. Very hilly around here. So like I say, hopefully the view's a bit better. Found video quality pretty good with this camera.
Roundabout and take the second exit onto High Street.
You know, I'm lucky in that we just had this lying around from previous work, so I've not had to buy one, but that would have definitely stopped me from being able to do this if I needed to buy a camera, because of how expensive they are.
Right on Apple Tree Lane.
I just don't have a few hundred quid lying around at the minute, which is exactly why I'm doing this. But Yeah, just heading into the co-op now. The car park's just round the back.
On Apple Tree Lane,
And we'll
then
go
turn
get our
right.
delivery. So delivery number 1. I'm still sort of just accepting everything I get because of the guaranteed minimum makes it worth it to do that, but I think in the future I won't be doing that. I'm also choosing to ignore additional deliveries at the minute, which is one's just coming through. So I think I'm going to ignore that. And it might get it for some more money when I come back. But let's see. Right, here we are.
A few moments later.
And we have a beautiful bunch of flowers. I'm just going to make sure they're secure in the back. And we'll keep rocking and rolling. See if we can pick that order up that came in as a second order. See if we can pick it up when we drop this one off. Fingers crossed. Sorry I didn't take you in on that one. I don't generally need to get the bag for the co-op, and I always get a little bit nervous about walking in with a selfie stick. When I do get the chest mount, that'll solve that problem, because I'll just clip you to my chest when I'm walking in, and if anyone sort of asks what's going on, it's for my own safety now. Hopefully you're in better position now. Probably just adjust you there you go. But yeah, I'll get the chest mount going. I don't think this is too far. It's 4 miles. Absolutely roasting. I was going to go try and see the Mandalorian film this week, but it's not at the cinema anymore. Absolutely gutted. If anyone's seen it, let me know if it's any good. Don't tell me what happens. Well, feel free to tell me what happens.
A mile turn right on Barnsdale
Probably
Road.
won't get to see it now anyway. Did go see the Odyssey film last week though. That was, I thought that was incredible. It's the greatest story ever told anyway. I love it. You know, you learn it as a kid. You learn Greek mythology and history as a kid at school here. So yeah, it's something that brings you back a little, sort of brings you back to your childhood a little bit. The story. And I love Christopher Nolan.
Blah, 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 blah.
But usually there's a co-op in every village and every town around here. Sort of in the east side of west side of Yorkshire, east side of Leeds. Between that Leeds and York area, there's a lot of co-ops. Why are we moving the lights green? It's a bit of a slow start to that one. Well, the car's starting to cool down a little bit now, which is good. I was in Malaysia in June, around about the time the heat wave was kicking about in the UK and the country grinding to a halt over 32 degrees, and I was just kicking back on the beach in 37 and 38 every day, and we went into the city there, and it's just normal life, that sort of temperature for those guys. You know, it's swelteringly hot, and very thankful they've got air conditioning in most places, but I think that's something we need to work on here. When we got back from Malaysia, we tried to get a train from Manchester Airport, and because of the heat they decided to cancel them, but they didn't give a heads up about cancelling them, even though the weather forecast is the weather forecast. They actually cancelled them 10 minutes before they were due to leave, and the train was sat there. You never know what's happened with these things, so you can't get too annoyed, but certainly put a lot of people out trying to get home from the airport. One tip I'll give for that, though, that's worked a few times for me, and rightly so, is when trains like that get cancelled and you have to be somewhere for a specific time, I would get a taxi.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Bridge Street.
We got a taxi in this situation. The taxi was very expensive because it was over an hour journey. You're talking close to £100, but if you complain to Northern Rail or whoever's running your train line, and create a case, we got the money back for all of the train tickets, and they also reimbursed us for the taxi fare, because I believe, and I could be wrong here, I believe that they've got a responsibility to get you to your destination, and if you're put out, i.e. you've missed an appointment or something like that because of the train being cancelled, it's more justifiable to get a taxi somewhere if you need to be there for a specific time. So I think they're sort of more lenient on reimbursing you for them, which we were really grateful for, to be honest, because my wife was really struggling to walk because she had sort of bad legs from the flight, and she'd actually got really bad sunburn while we were away, which was a bit silly, really. Even though she had factor 50 on, she just burns every day. Very, really fair skin, so not her fault, she was protecting herself, but it's just what happens sometimes. So yeah, make sure you wear sunscreen, be careful. Right, we're nearly at our first drop off now, which was a bit further away than I thought it was going to be, but we are nearly there now. Just down here, just let that lady get up, and then up here. Bouncy speed ups. I think it's just somewhere near the bottom of this road. A giant garage door on the side of that van. Oh, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. 86. Right, I'll just go get these dropped off. Hello there. I've got to deliver some flowers for you.
Thank you.
No problem, that's it. Have a lovely evening, see you. Hold on, the lady didn't seem to know who delivered them to her. So there might have been a nice surprise. Nice bunch of flowers for a nice lady, hopefully. So, I might get off this hill because it's very hilly. Head back down into what's Castleford and see if we can get a couple more orders. location on to head back in the direction of that co-op. It's going a bit fast. The roads aren't in great condition around here, I'm not going to lie. Take it very easy on him. Yeah, if I head back towards our midpoint, hopefully we'll get something. The place we just came from has robot deliveries as well. You see them going up and down the street in the local village, so you know, I'm sure how I feel about those. Usually, technology's cool, but what sort of impact is it having on people trying to work? Who knows? It's conflicting when you work in data and automation and you can sort of understand robotics. I did an engineering degree, mechanical engineering. I'm not anywhere near that level of knowledge anymore in those sort of things. But you know, you get an understanding of how they work. I also work with AI quite a bit. Built some things around text-to-speech and fraud models. I did a master's degree in applied data analytics, so ended up working a little bit in it then. But you know, even knowing all that, I still feel like I enjoy doing this sort of stuff nearly as much. I mean, on the content creation side of things is fun because it just allows you to use your creativity. You know, when you work in data analytics, everything's numbers, and you know the areas you get to use your creativity are when you're building data visualizations, or you know when you're coming up with solutions to problems. There's an element of creativity to it, but it's nothing like content creation. Got a bit of a cyclist here. Always give them enough room. Being a cyclist myself, you got to respect them. And as long as you respect them, everyone's nice and calm on the road and having a good time. There's no need to get angry, you know? It's just driving, it's a small part of life, it should be enjoyable. And cycling's hugely enjoyable as well. And as long as you're respectful as a cyclist when you're riding around, and you're respectful as a driver when you're driving around about those who are more vulnerable. So people riding on bikes and motorcycles, everyone's going to be fine. You know, you've got to watch out for lorries as a car driver, that they don't crush you. So you just think about it the same way. I don't know. People have other opinions of that, but everyone can go through life nice and calm and relaxed and enjoying it. That's what we want. To Garth of High Street next, if nothing comes up in Kippax. Turn that off. I guess one of the pieces of information that would be useful to me. Is it better to just sit and wait if you're not getting work, or drive around? You know, obviously from a fuel perspective, it's better to sit and wait, but I've got the advantage of having an EV that costs £2 to £3 to charge, which I'm very fortunate to have. Does that mean that driving around's better? Because your brain's active and you might pick up work sooner? Let me know what you think, because I have no idea yet. Hopefully by the end of the 30 days I'll have some idea. And you might see these videos go from me driving around everywhere trying to frantically pick up work to staying still in one place and reading my book, which might be a little bit boring. But I am reading the Pierce Brown series, the Red Rising series. I don't know if anyone's got on that, but it's absolutely fantastic. And I think I'm on Iron Gold, which is the 4th book? Red Rising, Morning Star, Golden Sun, or the other way around, and then Iron Gold. So yeah, I think I'm on the 4th book, but I borrowed it from the library and it's 600 pages long, and there's absolutely no chance that I'm going to read it before I have to take it back. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this stage, maybe unless I bring the book out on Deliveries with me. Who knows? We're just heading back past pickup number 1 right now. So someone else must have taken that delivery, or the robots must have got it, unfortunately. So we're going to head towards Garforth High Street. Oh, there's one of the robots. However you saw that. Maybe that was just completing the delivery that I didn't accept. Looks like it's looking to cross the road at the minute. I don't know whether you guys saw that, but if you're from any big city, you'll probably know what I mean. They've got 6 wheels and they're sort of white, box coloured. You see all sorts of funny videos online of them getting stuck places and trying to cross roads. But yeah, they seem to be getting a little bit more popular these days, because we're not near the city centre of Leeds here. This is a little bit out of the way. Thank you. It's 5:05. I'll give it till, well, 1:15, 1/2, somewhere like that, before I head back.
A few moments later.
There we go, we got one. £8.54. Yay! So we're heading the right direction. Oh, it's Subway. So we went to this Subway on our first episode. Might have been the second drop off I ever did. So it looks like we're heading back there for a pickup. One thing I've improved since my last shift is I've decided to put some cardboard dividers in my delivery bag. I'm determined to never spill a drink while I'm doing this. And I feel like if you pack your bag correctly, as long as the people at the food place have packed the drink, well enough, it shouldn't spill. Who knows? Probably going to eat my words at some point there, maybe even today. But yeah, I thought if you get some cardboard dividers, you can potentially then stuff them in alongside your delivery to make things a little bit more secure while you're in motion. If you've got any tips for that, if you're watching, please let me know.
right
And anyone that does have good knowledge, please subscribe to the channel and keep letting me know, because like I said, I'm brand new to this. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm just flying blind. You know, but it's going alright.
It's on Leeds.
So, you know, I haven't made any critical errors yet, but stay tuned. I have to get rid of this car in November. It's the end of July now, just in case anyone's watching 6 years in the future. And one of the things that keeps going through my mind is getting a scooter instead. Now, I've not got a huge amount of experience riding them apart from in Asia, and I think if there's a testing ground that is going to be good, it's probably going to Asia and riding around on a scooter, because it's amazing the way the traffic works over there, you know. I did it in Indonesia, and there's thousands of other scooters around me at any one time, and it's very well organised chaos. The traffic moves like it's a hive mind, and as long as you can tune into that, you're alright. But if you can't, you see a lot of nasty accidents that tourists and other people have. But I feel like that was a good testing ground of whether I'd be able to handle a scooter or not, and I think I can. But it's just the aspect of the delivery stuff that goes along with it. So if someone that does ride a scooter and deliver, shout up and let me know what it's like. And if you've done both car and scooter, I'm also interested to know what your opinions are. Thank you. Because like I say, I'm not going to have this car forever, and it's the question now, do I get another EV if I can afford one, or do I get something smaller? Well, there's nowhere to park, so we'll go in Main Street car park down here. A bit of a walk to our pickup point. Oh, that's a nice car. There we go, there's a space down here. I'll bring you along for the ride for this one. Right, let's go pick up the subway. Should be just around the corner. Pants are falling down today. Here we are again. Don't pick up today. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you.
Head to your drop-off.
Wasn't any drinks or anything like that in there, was there? Wasn't any drinks or anything like that? Have a nice evening. Bye. You got covered, no drinks to worry about. Thought I'd check. Sometimes you get a meal deal with somewhere, don't you? But yeah, let's go drop this one off. We'll get a little wriggle up. Get some exercise. Yeah. Alright, let's go drop this one off. So that's an alright view for you. Aircon on. Let's go. Where are we going? Yep, thank you. Take a left. Left out. Oh, so we're going to right out? No, left. Left out of the car park.
It's on Main Street.
My GPS did that thing then when it decides to dance for a little bit. And it's like, it's either trying to ruse you, it's like, where are you? I don't know where you are. I was just lost for a minute. But yeah, we're back on track.
It's on Haverford Road.
It's an 18-minute drive. Wow. Oh dear. Should have looked at that.
A few moments later.
There'll be a free version for the average streamer, and then there'll be like medial paid options to start off with. I'm not looking to get rich out of it. Don't think it's something you could get rich out of, to be honest. I'm looking to just potentially just create something useful for the community. So yeah, you follow the YouTube and the Twitch. I'll keep giving updates about that as I go along throughout my journey. You know, whether I'm updating you on an episode of can I get to 800 quid in 30 days, or whether it's a nature walk, whether I'm live streaming washing my car, which we've got. What else am I going to do? Cycling. I do a little bit of gaming as well. So I play Where the Winds Meet, which is fun. Enjoy it. And it's like a free RPG. Sort of first and third, I think you can change the camera. I might be wrong about that. It's based in sort of ancient China, and you choose your character a little bit like you would in Skyrim, I guess. I love Skyrim, by the way. I might start live streaming that as well. But yeah, you know, you create your character and you get dropped into this beautiful looking Chinese world where there's lots of different sects of people, lots of martial arts, and it's just been a lot of fun so far, albeit I am absolutely terrible at gaming. So if you watch any of the videos, I think one of the first shorts I put out was me getting absolutely obliterated because I'd forgotten how to use the controls. So yeah, fun times. Just trying to get the camera in a better position here. It's not behaving. You can probably see me anyway, but there's some beautiful scenery around which would be nice for you to see. It's that time of year here where, and I think it's because it's not rained in such a long time as well, where the fields are golden, and it looks like they've just been harvested on this right hand side. You know, you've got a few bales going on, and it's just a beautiful sight, isn't it? You know, you look at that tree right in the middle. It makes you think of some fiction novel that you've read. It makes me think of what's the Stephen King one? I don't know. Also makes me think of Shawshank Redemption though, where they make an agreement to hide the money under a tree or something like that, and at the end he's sat under the tree in the middle of a field like that. Probably misremembering it, but gives me a bit of nostalgia anyway. Alright, so 5-minute drive. Whoa, train. Nearly there now. It's be a beautiful road to cycle down, to be honest. There's some horses in the field over there. Just under a mile to go. I've been someone that's lived in a city for 13 years. I lived in Liverpool, all over Liverpool for 13 years because I did some studying there, and I met my now wife there as well. Still find it amazing that the nearest subway to you, because they're everywhere, aren't they? The nearest subway to you is a 25-minute drive. Actually, no, it's only been 15, hasn't it? 15-minute drive. But it happens because there's countryside, and countryside exists, you know? You forget that when you live in the city. I don't think this is a delivery drop-off that's going to be too profitable. In fact, I think because of the time we're getting to, at the end of the workday, it's probably worth clocking off after this one and heading home, because otherwise everywhere I go I'll just be stuck in traffic for a little bit. But we've got 2 deliveries done there, and I think I need to do one more after that to guarantee £90, I think it is. So if I get out again either later this evening or tomorrow morning before I start work, I might be able to do it. Let's see it. Oh, I thought we might get 3 lights there, but we didn't. I guess one thing as well I found from inside the car a lot more this week is I've not had time to exercise as much as I normally do. Usually by now I would have been out for at least one bike ride or run. It's a Tuesday today, and I've just not because I've been sat here trying to deliver. So I think maybe the next video I do is going to be me doing some form of exercise. Hopefully on the bike, because today I had delivered a bike light that's also a power bank, which means if my mount for my DJI is any good on my bike, I'll be able to take out the DJI and live stream a cycle. Who knows? I'm going to give it a go anyway. There's another co-op here. Wow. They're everywhere.
Turn right on North Drive.
Didn't know that one existed there. Jump the motorcyclist.
North Drive.
Oh, we're down here. Must be that one there, so I'll just turn around. And we'll park here. Right then, let's go drop this one off. Hello, you're right.
Yeah.
We get this out for you. How's your day been?
Yeah, not bad. Bad news.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. There we go. Just mark it as delivered. I'll just check to see if it asks me to do a photo or anything. It might not. Confirm. Complete delivery. Oh, good night. Have a nice evening. See you later. There we go, well done. He was a nice chap. People just want to be fed, don't they? I know when I've ordered off Uber Eats before, you just want your food. You've had a hard day at work, you know, and all you want to do is get a little bit of scrap. Right, so I'll put the nav on back for home. I think we'll potentially stop the video there then. Successful day. So we've now 8 deliveries done, 80 quid made, which is pretty good. But yeah, if you want to follow along to see if I can hit the £800 in 30 days, you can do it on YouTube if you subscribe to the channel, or you can follow us on Twitch, on the Move IRL, at both places. I'm also on TikTok on the Move IRL. Don't really use it that much. Hoping to use it a little bit more though. So drop us a follow on there if you like what I do. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching.